Just a quick vlog about car life, living in a car and all that. I don't even know where this vlog's going, but I just watched a video on van life and yeah, it's based on a couple of videos really, a couple of videos I've seen recently, where a woman in the States runs a little business and she lives in her car and she runs a business from her car. Doing like little like in the UK, it'd be like little markets or craft stalls or whatever, yeah. And that was, yeah, more people could do. You could even run like a little window cleaning business from your car, and still live in your car. You wouldn't have that many. You wouldn't have that much to do, and you could work anywhere and live on the road. There's so many little things you could probably do living on the road. Look, you live life by living life on your terms. Too many people are actually restricted by they have to go to work every single day and work at a place they may not want to work at. When possibly the opportunities are there for them not to. The reason I say that is that, again, okay, I work. Like this week I had my day today. Excuse me. I would have been at work about half an hour ago. About now. About 4:30 in the morning, whatever it is. That was cancelled last night, so I've only got 3 days work this week. But for living, or even for living life in a car, living life in a van, agency work is ideal for that, because every day's work that you get, you decide whether you want to take it or not, and it's a flexible lifestyle. Okay, sometimes it can be a bit, you can be a bit short financially, but and you have to struggle with a bit, but the flexibility of the lifestyle far outweighs the financial difficulties that you may face. And it's okay. So I prefer doing the agency, working for an agency, so I get 3 days work. But at some point, people will be using, those that live the van life lifestyle will be using their YouTube channels to advertise fellow people who live the van life lifestyle, their art or whatever it is, or their crafts via a live stream, which means that people will be sharing other people's products that they make by hand or craft, or their skills or their services. Almost like a free advert to other people who live the van life lifestyle. And then I thought, I was thinking like, I think like solar panels, because like now, okay, I've survived for 1.5 years without solar in the UK, but there's still a lot of camper vans that have in the UK that have solar panels on them. But you don't see many cars, do you, with solar panels on them at the moment in the UK? But you will do. You'll start to see, if for those that live car life or live in a car, you'll soon see cars that have solar panels on the top, and they'll have about 200 watt of solar. But then again, what do you power with solar? There's nothing really that you can really, well, it depends on the lifestyle that you want to live. If you want to do lots and lots and lots of cooking, you could probably still do lots and lots of cooking in the car. Or by the, yeah, or barbecue, whatever. Or there is that option, or like a little ridge monkey little cooker that people use, a lot of truckers use them. Or you could put with a 200 watt of solar, you might be able to power a microwave. I don't know. If I powered a microwave from the car, free of solar, it'd save me an absolute fortune. I could live on about 20 quid a week, plus a bit of fuel. But the whole van life lifestyle is becoming absolutely huge. More people are saying no to rent, and I don't even know where this video is going, but I'm just waffling about van life generally. And you look at people that are living the van life lifestyle on YouTube. Just type van life into YouTube, and they've got a smile on their face. They've got a smile on their face because they're not stressed out having to try and find a big rent payment at the end of the month. They haven't got that worry or stress. So yes, they'll have financial difficulties, but they haven't got. Many of them can't save a fiver from one week to the next. I'm one of those people. I can't save for toffee. But living van life or living in a car as I do, I don't have to save. I've only got 3 payments that I have to make a year that require some sort of saving, which is my road fund, yearly road fund, my car insurance, which I find difficult to because I can't save, and which is MOT. If you get an expensive MOT, it's a bit difficult to find the money for that. Or if you have a cheaper car, this is why I say don't have an expensive car if you live car life or van life. Because if you get too expensive, if you put too much money into your vehicle, you probably have to pay the expensive MOT. But if you have a cheap vehicle, just change the vehicle and get something that's got a year on it. It's just cheaper doing it that way for 500 or 600 quid or whatever it is. But more people are living this minimalist, simplistic, enjoyable lifestyle than sitting in big houses that they have to. You really got to look at again. There's a lot of people now that may have been married or as a couple or whatever, yeah, and they're now either separated or divorced or whatever, yeah, living in a big house on their own, having to heat that big house every single day, when they could probably get a little van and live a lot happier, simpler life, and enjoy so much more life, living life on their terms. And I just think that more people are going to live this lifestyle, and more so because the people that live the lifestyle make YouTube vlogs about living the lifestyle. So the things that people would have actually think, well, I can't do that because of this, or I can't do this because of that, they're realising that other people are doing the things that or living the lifestyle they want to live, and they're overcoming the obstacles that they themselves don't think are possible to overcome, and they're showing people how that is done. You can think of like the diesel heater, especially in a van. Many people have vans now with diesel heaters, which is making cold vans in the winter toasty warm. Little things that previously people didn't think was possible is now very possible. You can have a laundry, you can have a washing machine in your van if you want, if you've got enough solar panels on the top of the roof. There's nothing really you can't. You can have a nice ice cold fridge if you like cooking, or you can have a decent. You can have a house cooker with 4 rings, electric rings, if you've got enough solar on the roof to power it. There's nothing really you can't do. It just means that it's just a basic simple sum. The smaller the vehicle that you live in, the cheaper it is to keep warm. Which means that there's a lot of elderly people now living in a house that they own, bought and paid for, who cannot afford to live. Like now, we could have a cold winter. We could have a cold winter between December, January, February, and March, and probably a part of April. But if you're in a big cold house, you've got to heat up the living room. You walk through the dining rooms. You've got to heat the dining room up. You've got to heat the kitchen up. You've got to heat the bathroom up. You've got to heat the bedroom up. That's a lot of heating bills that will cost you a lot of money during the course of a year. If you live in a car, you live in a van, you don't have half as many bills like that. A lot of people now are hitting wood burners in vans, which means that the fuel is virtually free. There's especially like a storm or gale, there's wood all over the floor. all over the road, everywhere. It's readily available. Um, People are living a much simpler life and enjoying it, and they're vlogging it on YouTube, the life that they live, and more people are trying to choose to live the van life lifestyle. And you can get a van. I live in a car purely because I like to see what's around me. If you've got all your van, you've got to actually get out of bed, walk to the van, open the door, then walk around the van, yeah, and then if people around your vehicle, they're long gone by the time you open the van door. For me, I open my eyes, I'm there, so you've got to actually. Uh, I prefer it that way. That's just how I live. But now cars that are made in like I don't know, well, we're 2019. So there's cars now that are 2009 that are still looking. You wouldn't know them from a. They're still. They still look very good cars. Very comfy cars. Many got leather seats in them, whatever. If that's your thing, but they're not uncomfy. To get a van, you've got to then find a bed that is comfortable for you. Whereas in a car, you've already got a comfortable seat that you like sitting in. Sorry, you like sitting in anyway. And probably get a better mileage per gallon on a car. But a car again, a car if you live in a car is dual purpose. It's your house and it's your means of getting to work and whatever. I don't know whether it's just which is car life waffle as I see it, but I don't see there's someone now. There's a company in America called Renergy, and they are doing wonders at the moment for actually donating solar panels so that people can actually live a free life effectively. Because once you actually once they donate, they have donated quite a few solar panel systems in the States to a very well known channel for van life in the States or RV life. And it's excuse me, that's a quick sneeze. It's making a difference because it's giving people who can't afford to pay rent in any, even a room. It's giving them heat. They can't even afford a van or the heat to heat the van. It's a life changer. Donating solar panel setup system that actually gives them free heat, free energy in a vehicle, which allows them to live life on their terms. And they've now approached one of the biggest van lifers in Canada. You'll know that who it is if you're into the van life scene. And I think they're going to donate to him, but that would actually also be fantastic for van life in Canada. At some point, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't donate to people in the UK that need solar. But again, it's companies now are really getting in on wanting to donate to people who live the van life lifestyle, and it works well for the It works well for the sponsor, and it works well for the person receiving the free gift, because the person receiving the free gift does a vlog which actually shows you or vlogs the product, which gives the company that donates it free advertising. So it works two ways. I just wish that someone like Shell or BP would give me free fuel. I'd say how fantastic it is. Mucking about, obviously. Or a car insurance company give me free car insurance. I should be so lucky. Or mechanics. I don't know. Yeah, well, but that's it. Like all a person needs to live van life is free mechanics, free mechanical services, free car insurance, and a free MOT. Bar that, they don't need anything else. And you have People living a completely free life, and all they've got to do is sponsor that company. And we're going that way. We're going where people are living completely for free. And all you've got to do now is look on eBay or something like that, where you see like land for sale, and people, the amount of people that are watching these bids, these listings for land for sale, just a little bit of land, just somewhere they can put their van or their car and say it's theirs and they own it. No house required, no shared room required, no multiple occupancy required. Just them living their van life on their terms, and that is the future. And it's becoming huge at the moment. And I don't see it going. I don't see it not becoming huge. I don't think it's very long before celebrities and singers and all that in the yeah also start living the van life. Just means that the vans that they live in might be under £1,000 worth instead of a cheap £2 or £3 van. And then you get the possibility of like, this is it. You've got celebrities who've got more money than they know what to do with, and they're not happy in life. The best thing in life, if you're not happy with what you've got, and if you've got a few quid, is donate it to people that actually make sure. Again, this is why even TVs, even big programs on TV are struggling, because people just like to see a person trying to make a better life for themselves using what they've got, which won't be anything very technical. It'll just be a smartphone, just logging on the smartphone their situation. And people with the wherewithal to helping, and seeing the difference that their help makes to the individual. And even this is going to affect it's going to affect viewing figures on TV. People aren't going to watch TV anymore, because with TV, if you look at TV, I know it's going all around the houses effectively on this vlog, but TV is effectively a solar farm. You see all these solar farms, just fields and fields and fields of solar, which effectively works like basically, yeah, you can have solar, but as long as we're the people that supply you the solar, it doesn't work like that. People buying their own solar and putting their own solar on their own vehicles. They don't need solar farms to do it, to buy energy from or whatever. So, and that's what TV is. TV exists. It's basically that you can have your entertainment, but as long as they supply the TV companies supply you the entertainment. But that's the defunct method going forward, which means viewing figures for TVs are going to plummet because people like watching individuals make vlogs, and that's as simple as it gets. Which means instead of having 3 TV channels, people were watching 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus different vlog channels of individuals just making a vlog. You don't need a camera person. You don't need some Bob with a mic. You don't need all that a special media team to make a documentary. No one watches documentaries. No one cares. People watch a 5-minute vlog. That's it. It's made. It's now Amazon are going into streaming. Google are streaming. Streaming is the future. It's almost like vlogs now with no editing. Just people just waffling away, and people just subscribing to their channel because they like the people. They like hearing that person waffle away. That's as simple as YouTube gets. This here is just me waffling rubbish about car life and where I see car life going and all sorts of like that sort of My channel is just basically about me. It's my life and living in a car, driving a van now. No longer being able to drive a truck. I can't afford to drive a CPC, but you know what? It's not a bad thing because I don't really want to drive a truck anymore. Really, I'm just happy driving a van. I don't want to drive a truck. It's like you see like these truck vloggers. Oh, I must get a class 2. I must get a class 1 license. Why? Who wants to drive something that big? The bigger the truck, the more they can put in it. The smaller the van, the less they can put in it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, isn't it? I just like a simple life, easy, simple life. I've got a few little domain names that I buy, and at some point, I hope that they will actually provide me with they'll get me out of long-term debt, and I just live in a car as being a simple way of not paying rent. I've paid rent for 20 odd years to landlords for over 20 years. I just don't want to pay rent to anyone else that they can use more rent to buy more houses that can make more rent, which means that people can't afford to buy a house. And I'm not part of that lifestyle anymore. I'm just living live a little simple, enjoyable, simplistic life, living in a car, and absolutely loving it. And it looks silly me living. If you ever see me, it looks stupid me living in a car. But I live in a car. I live in car life, loving it, absolutely loving it. I like buying my domain names, and I still work like everyone else. I still work. When the phone rings, I work. Today I've got no work at the moment, but if the phone rings in the next 3 or 4 hours, I'll go to work today. I'll have a bit of breakfast in a minute, and make a few vlogs. People make life too complicated, and it really isn't. You don't need a degree. You don't need all this. Oh, I must get good grades at school. Some of the best people. I think if you ever see that in the UK, you see people like the Range, the big store chain. I don't think he's got degrees. I think he left school early, but he went on to make a few quid. He hasn't got. I don't think he's got degrees or education, but he knows how to make money. A lot of the big people, a lot of the big the big store chains, a lot of them don't have education or degrees. They just know how to give people what the people want for the price they want to pay, and that makes them a few quid. But like now, van life has effectively made people think about, hey, who needs a degree? No one needs a degree. Because if you only need a degree if you've got expensive costs. If you haven't got expensive costs, van life enables you, or living in a car, or living in a van, it enables you to live a cheaper, more enjoyable lifestyle. And when you live a more cheaper, enjoyable lifestyle, you don't need to earn a fortune each week. You just need enough to get by. And people are just... that's me, I'm just a guy trying to get by in life. Working when there is work and making vlogs when there isn't. At some point, my digital assets or digital life will be able to pay for my... I should be able to use now my digital life, my digital assets to pay off traditional debt, but I can't at the moment because no one recognises digital assets, but they will. People will recognise digital assets if a certain website, which is currently not for sale but trying to be bought, but it's not for sale. When that sells, and it's two famous people, and it'll go for quite a few quid, people will realise just how much money there is in digital assets. But and even with LibreCoin as well, that's only what, 6 months away, a year away. LibreCoin, everyone having LibreCoin. No one even knows what it is at the moment much. But it'll be the biggest currency on earth within 12 months. But again, this is a complete waffle. Yeah, it's gone round and round and round and round. It's the most randomest of randomest of randomest videos. You know what? I could care less. It's just me waffling, and it's my channel. I can waffle as I like. But if me waffling about car life, living in a car, flexible lifestyle, minimalism, I suppose you want to call it, minimalist lifestyle, gives you any idea, it gives you creativity, ideas, just give us a thumbs up, say thanks. If people live a life, a better life for living van life and car life. Too many van life, they can't all be wrong, they can't all be having a fake smile. They're just genuinely happy communicating with others that live the van life lifestyle. And it's not going, it's going to get bigger and bigger, the van life lifestyle. Which means more people are going to sell their houses and buy a van and live in it. And that's it. And when you know that it's possible, why wouldn't you? And for those that have, a bit about domain names on the end. Domain names every year globally there is a domain name industry conference, and this year it's been held in Las Vegas for about the last few years, but this year is the first time it's being held in Austin, Texas, and I don't know if the tickets are still available or not. I don't know, but for those that fly, or I don't fly, so um, the event for domain names, you can just type in any social media at the moment. It's NamesCon, NamesCon, as in Names Conference, abbreviated to NamesCon. It's a domain name industry conference. It happens once a year globally in America, and there's one in Europe. It's yet to come to London yet, but or in England. It's been held in I think Spain and Portugal, but I don't know where it is next year. But there's one now in January, so it's only a couple of weeks away in America, in Austin, Texas. Domain name conference. You've only got to type in NamesCon into any social media or YouTube, and you'll see people talking about it. But it's happening soon. If you ever, or if you go onto Domain Sherpa, SHERPA.com, they feature it quite a bit. NamesCon, and it's the global industry where you meet brokers, domain name investors, lawyers that actually defend. See, people say that domain name investing is cyber squatting. It's not. It's just like buying a piece of land. You're allowed to buy a piece of land. Just that domain names affect trademarks, and then you get people saying, "Oh, that's my trademark. You can't own that domain name." Not rubbish. But there's lawyers. Lawyers are buying domain names, which means they know the legalities of buying domain names, which is great if you're living in a car or you live in a van life. You can be a domain name investor, which is just buying digital land and selling it at auction via a phone and an internet connection. That's all you need. Just like day trading the internet on stocks and shares. All you need is it's ideal for van life. All you need is a phone, a smartphone, and an internet connection. That's it, and an app to day trade. And all you got to do is just type into any Google Play or whatever, or Android or App Store. Just type in day trading, and you'll see it. And there you go. So, if any of this is waffle is of interest, or I doubt it is, just me waffling away, but I like waffling away. I can waffle for bread, me. Yeah. Thanks for listening. If you do, I can't even understand why you do, but cheers. Thanks very much. Have a good day. It's a Friday. I used to always buy lottery tickets, Euro Millions tickets on a Friday. A Friday the 13th. I like the day. It's a lucky day. Well, 13 is my lucky day. 13 and 19 are my lucky numbers. Yeah. Take care. Have fun. Enjoy your day. Adios.